Hey everyone, so this is a game that I recently bought from someone used. It came with a Nintendo 64 system, expansion pack, a few games, and some memory cards. Or sorry, not memory cards, controllers. But yeah, this game though didn't work, and yeah, the guy said he couldn't get it to work at all. And yeah, he actually gave me a $20 discount off the system because of that. But yeah, so anyway, in this video, I'm gonna see if I can get it to work. And yeah, just looking at it right off the bat, it actually looks like it's in really good condition. Yeah, I don't really see anything obviously wrong with it. But yeah, you can see when I put it in my Nintendo 64. This isn't the 64 he sold to me, by the way. This is another one. But yeah, so you turn it on, and yeah, as you can see, nothing shows up on the screen. Yeah, you can even try blowing in it. You can see. Try that, even though you're not supposed to. But yeah, oh, wait, look. Oh, look. Wow, okay. There you go. So blowing fixes it, even though you're not supposed to blow on it. Okay, well, anyway. Just goes to show that, yeah, don't listen to when people say don't blow on stuff, because it works. Well, anyway, we're still going to clean it. Because, yeah, I cannot get, on the 64 that he sold to me, I cannot get it to work at all, even blowing on it. Yeah, and actually, I brought this game out, Rush 2, another racing game, just to show the 64 does work. Yeah, in case I couldn't get this one to work. But yeah, apparently blowing on it just fixed it. But anyway, just to be thorough, I'm still going to show you how to clean it professionally. And yeah, just to, I can't believe that worked. Anyway, yeah, let me go ahead and grab my equipment. Okay, so figured I'll just let this Rush 2 play in the background. That's pretty good music. But anyway, yeah, you just want to get some, Q-tips. And yeah, I think they're usually pretty much the same. I picked these ones just because they're kind of the off-brand. They're not the actual Q-tip brand. But yeah, they seem like they didn't have like a bunch of cotton flaking off. Well, I guess it kind of does now I look at it. But anyway, I've used these to clean before, and it works pretty good. Yeah, and then also I have this isopropyl alcohol, and I have this 99.9%, so it leaves almost no residue at all, and it evaporates pretty quickly. So yeah, and I'll leave links to this stuff in the description, affiliate links. Yeah, so anyway, so I just poured a little bit of that in here, just to have a little reservoir of this stuff. So yeah, I'm just gonna get that wet, and then just kind of go up and down on these pins in here. We'll see how dirty this is. I'm really surprised that blowing on it just today worked. Yeah, you can see all that gunk that's come out of there. It looks like there's even some hairs that were in there. So yeah, it's good that we're cleaning this. Kind of pull off that little hair. There we go. So yeah, just all the, I guess it's because it's oxidized. Yeah, this cartridge is actually very cleaned. Just today I cleaned a copy of Mario Party that I bought at a thrift store. Oh yeah, now it's coming a lot cleaner. Yeah, that thing was filthy. A copy of Mario Party looked like someone had dropped it in some like lemonade or something, or some sort of drink, like sugary drink. Because yeah, it was just like the inside, the pins were sticky, and like I opened it up and there was like sticky stuff inside too. And yeah, that thing's definitely been used quite well. But yeah, this game actually really isn't that dirty. So yeah, I might be able to get away just cleaning these cartridge pins, and then I'd actually have to clean the inside since we actually got it to turn on. Yeah, the guy said that I would need prayers and a lot of luck to get this working. So yeah, I'm really surprised that blowing on it worked. Yeah, see, that's already coming really clean. So yeah, so anyway, now I'm going to take this clean side, and then I'm going to just go over one more time just to make sure that everything's coming off clean. You can see that. Oh yeah, that's way better. It's almost perfectly clean now. Just do this side real quick. Yeah, you just do up and down all the way across. I do it from side to side. Yeah, that looks really clean too. Okay, great. All right, and then after I do that, what I like to do is then I just kind of go around on the outsides too. Yeah, just to make sure that, yeah, see there's actually was quite a bit that came off when I did that. So let's go around one more time with the other side. Just make sure we get all the metal and stuff clean, which isn't as important as the pins, but at least it'll help keep your system clean. All right. Okay, so now that we did that, what we're going to do is we're going to use these Gamebit screwdrivers to open up the cartridge and clean inside. Yeah, and so there's two different sizes of these. The bigger size is for taking apart the consoles, like the Nintendo 64 console. And then this particular kit also came with a Triwing screwdriver, which is also important for Nintendo systems. But then this is the smaller Gamebit screwdriver, so this is what we'll use for the games. Yeah, I think this is the size for Super Nintendo games too, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, anyway, you just kind of put it on there. And then this is just an adapter that I bought at the dollar store. I'll try to find a link for one of these too, but we'll see what happens. Yeah, and then I'm just going to put the screws up there so I don't lose them. But yeah, there's just these two screws here on the back. So, and I really don't expect this cartridge to be very dirty inside. Yeah. Oh yeah, it looks really clean. Yeah, it must have just been the contacts, the pins here that were a little dirty. But anyway, we'll take it apart. Yeah, and then I also have this little screwdriver set, which I actually bought at a Ross, so I'm not sure if I'll be able to find a link for this, but I'll do my best. It is a really nice set. Yeah, it's got a lot of different sizes, so I can have a perfect fit on stuff and not have to worry about stripping out screws. Yeah, the only thing I wish it had is I wish the tips were magnetized on these, because then it would help me not lose screws as easily, but that's a minor thing. Yeah, I actually don't think I've ever lost a screw when I've taken stuff apart. Well, I take that back. I've lost them, but I always end up finding them and look long enough on the carpet and stuff. Oh, and speaking of carpet, so since I'm actually going to be dealing with the motherboard inside of this cartridge, I actually brought a little glass plate, just because you don't want to put electronics directly on carpet, because there can be a lot of static electricity. But yeah, glass is a pretty good insulator, so I think I should be okay with that. Yeah, so anyway, I just kind of, yeah, so this is the stuff you don't want touching the carpet inside of this metal shielding. Yeah. Oh, and then also too, when you take these apart, I don't think it really matters, but well, I mean, having this faced towards the back, so where like the Nintendo label is faced towards the back, that's the way it goes in, although it's also keyed, so you can only put it in one way. But then one thing that isn't keyed, which again I don't think really matters, but so this, on this little plastic cover thing, yeah, there's these little numbers on here, so you just want to make sure this 10.3 or 9.4, whatever the numbers are on your particular cartridge, just make sure they're facing up towards the Nintendo label. Yeah, at least that's the way they come out of the factory. So anyway, but yeah, that's minor. I think you really could put it on backwards and it'd probably be fine, but yeah, that's just the way it comes out of the factory. But yeah, this game looks very clean. Yeah, I can see maybe it was this pin that was a little dirty. But yeah, anyway, let me go ahead and grab another Q-tip here. And then, just kind of get some more of that rubbing alcohol. Yeah, you can really clean the tips a lot better. I probably should have done this video on the Mario Party game I did, because man, that thing was dirty. Yeah, like I really had to take that apart and really scrub these hard to get that thing clean. boy, that thing. So it looked like they'd like soaked it in orange juice or something. Yeah, this is way cleaner. Yeah, see, they're once again coming off clean. And I am getting quite a bit of, like, this is getting wet, so obviously I'm going to want to make sure it dries before I plug it in again, because I don't want anything to short. But yeah, the good thing about this rubbing alcohol is that, especially the 99.9% kind, even if you get like 70 or like 90% or whatever, it should be fine. But yeah, just the higher percent, the better. Yeah, anyway, it dries really fast. So yeah, and this is coming off clean anyway. So yeah, I mean, really, there's really isn't anything that's dirty up here. Looking at it, so yeah, I think I'll just call this done. Yeah. Yeah, and then let's just kind of clean these off a little bit. Yeah, see, these look really clean too. Really don't have any problems here. So yeah, see, it's coming off really clean. So yeah, nothing like that Mario party game. Yeah, this one's coming off clean too. Yeah, this is really just showing you what I do if it's really dirty. I really didn't even need to take this game apart. Yeah, there's a little bit of dust on this side, but really it's, yeah, I mean, yeah, I really should have done that shown that Mario Party game, as I said. Yeah, even like, so this is something too I've seen on some games, and especially on that Mario Party game, like, there'll just be gunk, like, all in these, like, the edges of the plastic and stuff. Yeah, just like, these things can get really dirty. But anyway, yeah, this one looks really clean. Yeah, I guess there's a little bit of dirt here or something that's built up. But yeah, it's not really that important, because that's not going to mess with functionality. I also like to clean the bottoms here too, just because that's what actually goes into the system, and that's what will, potentially gunk up your cartridge slot holder. Yeah, anyway, yeah, let's go ahead and put this back together. I think it looks pretty clean. Oh, I guess another thing you could do is you can clean the outsides. A lot of times I don't like to clean the outsides, because then, like that Mario Party game, it's yeah, it just has like, it just kind of adds character to it. So yeah, I kind of like to keep it a little dirty on the outside. Like, I'll clean off if there's anything sticky, because no one likes that. But if it's just like old stickers or just kind of discolored, I like to keep that, because it's kind of shows where the game's been. Yeah, I mean, this one almost looks brand new, to tell you the truth. Like, there's some scratches on the plastic or the sticker here, but besides that, it basically looks brand new. So yeah, what I'm thinking happened is this game at one point was not working, and then let's see, that goes on the other side. I mean, obviously it worked when they first got it, but then yeah, I guess it stopped working, and then yeah, and then they probably just never used it after that. Yeah, they couldn't get it working, I assume, and then yeah, just kind of sat around. That's my assumption. But anyway, but yeah, so when putting this back together, so this part that has these things coming off, this goes towards the back. So yeah, just like this. And then this one, the piece of metal that's shorter, that doesn't have these things, goes towards the front, so you can see. Oh, and I almost forgot to put in this plastic thing. So yeah, so you see those numbers, so make sure that goes up towards the top. And then it just kind of fits in between these. There's these two slots that come down here on each side. And then yeah, it's a little tricky to get this to fit in here sometimes. Yeah, just kind of push it down. There we go. Yeah, it's all keyed too, so it's pretty easy to put back together and not mess stuff up. Oh, whoops. Yeah, see, like that. Almost put it upside down, but yeah, it's obviously not going to go back together. And then this just kind of snaps into place. So yeah, that's a pretty solid connection there. And then yeah, and then we have our two Phillips head screws to put back in, so grab those real quick. Yeah, what's going to be funny is if after cleaning it, if it still doesn't work, or it just like stops working again. So yeah, I mean, it's completely possible, but yeah, I mean, there was a little bit of gunk and stuff on there, so I guess just enough of the pins were being covered up that it just wasn't reading consistently, but then blowing on it somehow caused a connection to happen with, like, I guess probably the water that comes off of my breath. Yeah, sometimes I've seen where one of these are like they've come off too, but yeah, this cartridge is in really good condition. I'll have to do another cleaning the next time I see one of these that's like really in bad condition. Then I'll have to do another cleaning and show, yeah, a bit more of the dirty work on this stuff. So I'm just going to get this one started with my fingers. Just make sure it's in nice and straight so we're not stripping out the plastic. Yeah. Let's make sure it stands up here. There we go. Yeah, oh, and did you see how so this, yeah, so these little tabs, I think you saw what I did, but yeah, you just want to make sure you put those in and then you close it. You can rewind the video and watch that. Yeah, it's pretty easy to figure out. Okay, so now that I've got both these started, I'm going to take this, and you don't want to over tighten any of this. Same with the internal Phillips screws. Yeah, because I mean, this is just going into plastic. You just want it to be tight enough where, like, the card isn't, like, the plastic isn't wobbly. I feel like that happens a lot with playing Nintendo cartridges, NES cartridges. But yeah, you just tighten these screws though on those too, then it usually fixes the problem. Yeah, looks great, feels great. So yeah, let's go ahead and try it again here, and yeah, see if we have a good working game. All right, let's turn off Rush 2. Plug in this game. Oh, and actually, let's just visually check to make sure all the alcohol's dried off. Yeah, it looks pretty dry, but just to be safe, I'm just going to take another one of these, just a new one that's a dry one. I'm just going to go through here real quick and just make sure that no more moisture is coming off. Just make sure everything's dry. Yeah, it feels dry. So, okay, yeah, we should be good to go. All right, so let's go ahead and plug that in, and then, yeah, let's turn it on. Let's see. Yep, there we go. Didn't even have to blow on it that time. Nice. Great. Yeah. Yep, looks like it's working good. Okay, nice. Alright. Let's see, it'll just be Mario, I guess. Let's go into a race real quick. Yeah, it seems like everything's working good. Yeah, because sometimes when these games they get dirty, then they can also like reset. Let me change this so you can see the screen better. There we go. Yeah, nice. But yeah, so so when the games get dirty, sometimes it'll just like cause the game to reset randomly while you're playing, which is really annoying. And yeah, and random resetting on the Nintendo 64 can be due to other things too. But yeah, I have seen it with just the game needs to be cleaned and then it stops resetting randomly. It can be a bad power supply too, or some other symptoms. But yeah, it seems like a lot of times it's the game being dirty. But yeah, it seems like this one's running well. So yeah, I think we fixed it. So yeah, anyway, if you have a game that's not working, this is a good way to fix your game, you know. And yeah, I actually have another cartridge, a Super Nintendo cartridge that my friend Lance Leon gave to me. Well, didn't give to me, but gave to me to try to fix for him and clean. And I actually did this same thing with that one. Took it apart, cleaned the pins, cleaned the innards of the cartridge, the motherboard, and everything, and I still couldn't get it to work. And actually, after looking at it a little bit closer, I think there's actually a pin in that game specifically that isn't wired, or like there's a trace in there that's been broken, like on the actual motherboard. And so I think I might do that in another project, is I'll go in there and actually add a jumper wire and repair that board in there and see if we can get that game to work. That'd be kind of cool. But anyway, yeah, that'll be another video. But yeah, if you like these videos, make sure you subscribe and yeah, all that good stuff. And yeah, I guess we'll talk to you later. All right, bye.